to Destroy taking on the likes of SV, a very difficult opponent for them, but it is going to be an intense matchup. Subbase the map.
Yeah, Subbase is going to be the map, and I definitely think this is where it's going to test, like, STDx. It's going to test STDx, like, how well they can do against, well, we know, the best team in Crossfire right now.
Definitely, we saw Black
Dragons.
Dragons.
Maybe not the best team, but I'd say tied best team along with Black Dragons due to that performance.
Definitely, and I mean, we saw what SV was just able to do to Black Dragons earlier, 10-5, which makes me excited, but also very nervous for what could go wrong here for SetToDestroy. It's a match where they really have to bring their A game if they want any hopes of walking away with a victory here today, because SV, they're a team that lives off their abusive teams when they get overconfident. We saw what they did to Black Dragons. Every time it felt like Black Dragons had that confident lead on the round, there was always a clutch waiting in the corners there from SV to take those rounds right back. And I think that's what teams really have to be careful against SV when they have those advantages.
I think SV just have that intimidating factor because, you know, it's SV. Like, you know, any Chinese team like always poses a threat to everyone else. Therefore, like, every other team feels as though they have to show respect. And I don't really see why that is sort of a thing. I feel as though they just sort of just play their game how they want and just be like, I don't want to say it, but be as scummy as possible in a sense.
I think,
just abuse what you can.
Yeah, and I think really SetToDestroy, if they want to win this one, they can't also be as passive in the beginning as they were against Xi'an. It felt like against Xi'an, they almost came out of their shell a little bit too late.
I feel as though the way STDx played was how they played as though they were playing online, like in the sense of how they use their ping advantages and stuff. Like, I definitely saw that coming in from Aaron, and I feel as though that's just the wrong way to play. And you saw how he literally got abused like a ragdoll. He was, what, 0-5, 0-6 at one point, up until he fragged once. And he almost had a, you know, a really good moment, but the way he was just playing, it was just, it's that sort of online mentality you have where you know hey, I have 11 ping, I'm on the Canadian server, Toronto server, whatever, I can wreck everyone. That is just not something you can do here.
And I really think SetToDestroy, they need to sort of go back to what they were doing in that overtime situation. They weren't playing aggressively for themselves, but they were playing aggressively as a team on their defensive halves. And I think if they can sort of shell those opportunities together, they're going to have a lot more luck. But I mean, then again, bringing their best to the table, there's still that chance that SV could just overthrow them with how well they've been playing so far today. I mean, 10-5 already against the team that knocked them out in Vietnam. That's got to give them a lot of confidence going up against the team that they've beat pretty overwhelmingly before.
SV did say that obviously their biggest rival is going to be HG, you know, the Chinese brothers in a sense. And then surprisingly, they said our next team would be Black Dragons, but they 10-5'd Black Dragons. So STDx should basically to them feel like a walk in the park.
Definitely, and now we're going to hop in and take a look at these rosters, but just knowing these teams, Danny, who do you think is going to be the high-impact players for this SV gaming lineup?
So for SV, I honestly think it's going to be N9. N9 still, with no doubt in my mind, is probably like one of the biggest impact players in SV, but I'd say following up with him, I'd tie it between Darbo Q and Emzin.
Definitely agree with you there.
Emzin is probably one of the smartest players I have seen. Like, I mean, he's been in so many tournaments now. Like, this is pretty much what he does for a living, just playing on LANs.
Yeah, and I think actually having this map will be okay for SetToDestroy, because I think with Emzin's playstyle, it actually kind of hinders him. Subbase, notoriously a very difficult map to bring those flank plays on.
There is a spot that I'm going to be watching out for Emzin, and that is when Emzin snipes on wood. Usually you'd expect people to snipe in cage, right? Or like just in front of a top. What Emzin does is he pushes past a top where the box is in front, and he snipes an angle through wood. And this caught off Flipside so much when they played last year in the grand final. And that's actually something they learn from. I see Creed use that angle all the time. So, you know, there is always stuff you can learn from the champions.
Definitely, and I think that's going to be a big part of this matchup as well, is seeing how STDx did their homework going into this one. If they haven't studied Super Valiant, I don't think they're going to stand much of a chance here. But if they know
if they haven't
what to
studied
expect,
Super Valiant, the question is, who have they studied? Like,
yeah, I mean, that's true. If you're going to look at anyone, you really have to be studying this Grand Champion team.
Any team that is here will have to study SV. Not just for the fact that you want to have your eyes on the prize. You want to have your eyes on that first place. So studying SV is like probably the smartest thing you can do, regardless of whether you know you will face them or you won't.
Definitely, and these guys, you can tell just by looking at them, they are confident in their zone and ready to go. These guys, they don't necessarily show it on their face, but when they get in, the confidence they display is just on a whole new level.
I love to see Double Q do those faces that STDx did. That would be great.
Definitely, and now guys, we're going to hop in and take a look at SetToDestroy. Obviously, a team I'm quite familiar with, casting them through their run in the North American National Finals. These guys pulled out an incredible win. I don't know if you tuned in, Danny, but they had a 10-0 finish on the final map of the finals.
That was on Mexico against sort of like, what was that name? Cabal?
Yeah, it was sort of like the secondary players all made a team in North America, but they just couldn't pull through. But looking at this team, I definitely want to see Michael come to life here. He's one of those players that he's either really on fire or he's just completely cold.
I feel as though like Michael really needs to unlock that potential. Like, we've seen him online. He is, you know, he can be nuts online. Famous X, I believe, probably has the most experience in this team, probably tied somewhere along the lines with Aaron. There you go, blowing a kiss to his Chinese fans. Famous, of course, did play in CFPL, so a lot of experience with him. I know he really likes Chinese food.
Yeah, and I think that may actually give them a nice little bit of experience to go with them too. Having a player who's been able to see these teams a lot more than some of the other teams may have could actually play to help them a little bit.
I'm questionable on Rek, because the match we watched Rek play, after the game, like when they went to go shake hands, I could just see in his face that he was disappointed with himself. And I hope that now he's actually brushed that off and is like, okay, it's a clean slate, new game, we're playing against SV, probably the best team here. Let's put on a show. And obviously now Superman, pretty much the guy that everyone looks to in this team.
Yeah, definitely. He's notorious for being just the strongest performer consistently in North America, especially online. This guy's insane, and we definitely saw him putting up some numbers there in their first match against... Sorry, I was blanking for a minute on who they played first against Xi'an, but...
That was it. I blanked out too with you.
It was definitely some strong numbers from Superman being put up there against Xi'an.
One number I do remember was something like 7-4 within the first like 3 rounds.
Yeah, he was just all over them, especially in overtime. He was just playing cleanup exactly how they needed to.
The one person I want to see step up the most in this matchup is Aaron, without a doubt.
Yeah, I think
I don't want to see Aaron do like online plays. I want to see him play as I'm pretty sure he's the captain, right? He is the captain of that team. Yeah. And I want to see him play as a leader. I want to see him play with his team. I don't want to see him go back to the hotel with his head down and be like, yeah, I played bad. Because this is Crossfire. You play with 5 members for a reason. This isn't a Battle Royale solo like H1Z1.
Yeah, this is definitely a situation where I think Aaron was just getting overzealous with his peeking in that first map. But
it is a problem, like, when you feel as though, like, you know, with this much amount of money on the line, you feel as though you're the one who has to make the hero play. It is not like that. You want to play as a team. You know, obviously there are going to be moments where you have that nutty, like, you know, that 5K we saw Danimal that's, you know, notorious for what is it, against LPK?
OPK, yeah.
Yeah, OPK, like a nutty, you know, 5K he had. But, you know, obviously those moments come and go. But in the position that Aaron was in earlier, I just don't want to see that from him at all.
Definitely, and now it's the moment of truth. Danny, score prediction here for this match. What do you think?
SV? I'm gonna say something like sub-base, so I'm gonna say something like 10-5, 10-6.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction and go with my NA hopefuls here. I'm gonna say 10-8 for SetToDestroy. We'll see what happens though.
Okay. Best of luck.
Here we go, guys. It is going to be SetToDestroy. They're starting this one off on the blacklist side. Definitely teams seem to prefer the attack to start this one off across the board throughout this event so far, but we'll see if it can give them any sort of advantage here going against the reigning champions of Super Valiant here. It's going to be a tough road ahead, but SetToDestroy, they had a confident first game. We'll see what they have, what it takes. Hopping right into it, though, just some passive play so far coming out from SV. They're not going for any sort of aggressive picks. They want to put that early pressure on to SetToDestroy to make their move. Right now, though, SetToDestroy, it looks like they're going to send 3 players here over towards this B control area. Superman and Aaron sort of lurking out towards L-turn and potentially into vents, but it looks like B is definitely where they want to take this execution here. Rek, though, interestingly enough, he's going to get the opening pick, takes down Emzen in big cage. That is a huge early pick to get this one rolling, but still a lot of work left to be done if they want to take this side. We've got Anka here in a great spot here on the top of rafters, and the rotation from 18 to hold it here could prove to be a difficult site to take control of. SetToDestroy, they have to be ready to check all of these angles as they go in for the push. 18, though, eager to take this fight. He wants to bait them into that rafters positioning from his teammates here. But Anka, he peeks and goes down. Rek picks up a huge opener, gets a 3rd kill before finally going down, but 9, he's on site and ready to attack. Gets the double, but Aaron's there for the trade. It's already a 3-on-1. Q left in a 1v3 as SetToDestroy close in on the opening round. Superman closes this one out, but Rek, what a beautiful opening round there, Danny.
I got a question. That rotate coming in from Q. They were already on site, and Q was so late on the rotate, and the drop coming in from Anka, that was questionable. We got a mid push coming in here from SV. They're looking to answer back, and Aaron finally going to find 2 members for himself, leaving only 18 and Emzen left alive here. SetToDestroy really giving SV a run for their money, and nice shot coming in from Superman, leaving 18 all alone. He will answer back onto Aaron, and he will get followed up pretty quickly there from Rek, who I believe just got 2 picks in that round. But STDx, I'm going to say I'm shocked by this start coming in from STDx.
This is exactly what I was hoping they would do here. SetToDestroy maintaining that confident team performance we saw to close out their first match, and you can tell this is a completely different team from what we saw going up against SV last year. Already in a 2-0 lead here, SetToDestroy bringing that raw aggression, but so far there is a lot of pressure on Rek to get these early round picks. It's definitely going to have to be a situation where his team continues to step up around him, but Rek, he's been so valuable in these early round pick scenarios. This time they're going to position him in the top of vents here to try and catch anyone on that jump peak from the top of A control here. 18 and N9 both playing in this position here, watching for that wood push, and this is where I think SetToDestroy has a distinct advantage here. The meta for most teams is to control wood here on sub base, but SetToDestroy, they actually focus their control on vents and BC, and I think that kind of control could actually play into their favor here because Super Valiant doesn't seem to be used to playing against that. Now here comes the rotation. It's going to be a 5-man take here up wood, and this is where SetToDestroy has to be careful. N9 and 18 both eager and waiting in this position for the wood cross, so they have to be careful as the push comes through to lobby and really be maintaining that control on the vision they already have here. Here come the counter nades, though, from SetToDestroy. They're ready to push through here. 18 has to be careful, but Anka's already come in for the rotation here. Try and hold this one off. Some nice smokes, though. Famous just going to be playing behind it, but Emzen, he's already found the double kill. That's going to be a huge way to open this one up as Super Valiant close in on their first round here. 5-on-3, SetToDestroy still can't find a way in. Emzen with the quad kill. It's just Superman left in a 1v5. Superman finds one, but Emzen, he wants that ace, and he's going to try and hunt it down here. Superman picks up a second, though. Could he do the unthinkable here and turn this one back around? He gets a 3rd kill on the board. Superman looking for the 1v5 to answer back, but it's not going to happen. Emzen picks up the ace. What a beautiful way to turn that one into a victory for Super Valiant, but Superman almost sneaking away with an insane play.
Emzen, Jesus Christ, that was just nuts. And looking at his facial expression, I don't think he's bothered about the 5k he just got. It's more of the fact he's looking at his teammates thinking, why would you let yourselves die? That's the sort of like the facial expression I'm getting from Emzen. He's just confused as to why his teammates died. The frags just don't seem to matter to him. And now SetToDestroy, it looks like they will be able to get machine room control, but they're all rotating over towards what looks to be possibly an A hit here. Famous leading the charge. Michael just popping in shots towards Elton, looking to push down. Q spraying his AK, only has 17 bullets left. Superman's gonna get the entry, and they're gonna back off from this N9 already on this rotate. Flashbangs are out, smoke and wood as well. Rek will throw a smoke down below, still has that Colt in his hand. Bomb is dropped in Spiral here, so most likely SetToDestroy looking to go for a pick and play route. Started off well right now, and they're gonna run the clock down most likely for another 30-45 seconds and then just hit back towards that A side. The bomb is dropped in that direction. Superman, who does seem to be tagged up quite a fair amount. Should be okay for the most part now, though. A couple more smokes being thrown. 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. Aaron gonna check the vents. Looks like 18 has already spotted him. Aaron gonna go ahead and peek out. He tags him once, and everyone else seems to be pushing up a B here. This is a very interesting strat coming in from STDx. Bomb should be picked up by them also. Aaron looking up in the woods. 18 gonna peek out. Aaron looking for the fight. He wants the kill, and 18 is gonna be able to take him out. Emzen sniping in darkroom, looking for the close push, misses the shot. Shot a little bit too early, just looking to pre-fire. Gets a nice headshot onto one of them, which is Michael. 18 eventually falls to wreck. And things are now in a 3-on-2. Superman still tagged up quite heavily. 30 seconds to go, and STDx want to take... They're taking a lot of time here on this round. 25 seconds left, and they gotta decide. If anything, I don't want to take ace. I think they might have wreck up in vents. Is that? I think that's possibly wreck up in vents. Emzen will spot one in Elton. He's gonna miss the shot. Famous will go down to Emzen, and Set to Destroy executed perfectly.
Beautiful round coming out from Set to Destroy once again, and then Rek, he's been their go-to player so far.
That was an interesting round.
Definitely,
a really
he's been
interesting
doing
round. Not something
a
I've
lot
seen
of work
before.
here. Set to Destroy, though, their playstyle's working so well. SV almost over-rotating in that previous round, and just like that, it is a 3-1 start here. Not at all what we were expecting from Set to Destroy, but this is exactly the early lead they needed to establish against a team like SV. This kind of commanding lead might actually position Set to Destroy in a position to take home this map. And remember, guys, it is still a best-of-1 in the upper bracket finals.
I'm scared of your prediction. Like, right now, I'm scared of your prediction.
It could actually come true here. Set to Destroy, they position themselves quite well here, but now they just have to hold on and push through to a confident first half. It's still a situation where Super Valiant, they could sweep this half back into their hands and still take it 5-4, 6-3 if they play their cards right. But so far, Rek and Superman have been on fire with these early round picks, and that's what Super Valiant really need to focus on shutting down if they want to tie this one up quickly. Right now, though, it is going to be some passive play once again. Super Valiant almost nervous in their steps here as they seem to turtle up here in their defense. Still playing their standard setup, though, having 18 and N9 outside of this lobby control. Set to Destroy, though, they seem to know exactly how they're positioned here. And it looks like they want to go for the challenge on B. And remember, last time they were able to take down Anka, forcing that early peek here and getting him to go a little bit overzealous from that Rafters position. But now Emzen going to be playing safe. But Superman gets the opener here. 18 goes down, making it a double kill. N9 goes down. That's just their flanker. Superman going alone and definitely stalling for this rotation. Now they're going to go back to A, which is only going to have WQ here holding it from the top in control here, looking for a potential push out of vents, but Set to Destroy. Beautiful opener there from Superman to give this 5v3 advantage into their hands. This puts all of the pressure now onto this rotation, but Aaron gets a huge double kill. Emzen and Anka go down. WQ falls in the fire as well, and it's going to be a 4-1 lead for Set to Destroy. An incredibly impressive scoreline here, Danny.
I've never seen SV get this antsy. I've never... Look at this, Emzen just goes down straight away to wreck. I have never seen SV play like this ever. And for some reason, I hate to say this, I feel as though SV have no answer back to STDx right now. I have never seen SV play like this ever. Like, they just don't seem to be showing any respect at all. I don't know if they've even glanced at the scoreboard, but it is 4-1. 4-1 here for STDx. And SV, they gotta find an answer fast. WQ's on 0-5 right now, but maybe things could change, but no, he's gonna go down to X-Famous. N9 trying to lock things down as well by the fence. It's not gonna happen. STDx will be able to claim A-side control. From up top, though, we have Michael attempting to drop down onto 18's head. Not gonna happen. 18's gonna take him out. Anka on a rotate. Their B-side player. Gonna check the vents, make sure no one else is there. He has the pop flash lined up. He's gonna flash down, and they're gonna get ready to push down the ramp. Rek and Superman both seem to be flashed. A nice shot coming in from 18. Finds himself for double. On the missile, though, we still have Rek. Another flashbang gonna come in. Rek just popping shots with that Colt. X-Famous on that backside. 18's attempting to push in. 15 seconds to go, and STDx are gonna play it beautifully. 5 rounds. I never thought I'd say this. 5 rounds.
I'm telling you, Danny, these guys they've come in to win. It's just an incredible performance so far. 5-1 on the board, Set to Destroy, halfway to victory here.
Your prediction is creeping me out, like, really badly now. Really, really badly. It is honestly creeping me out.
They're in such a great position here now. 5-1 as Set to Destroy they're in a beautiful position. Emzen and 18, really the only players even on the board remotely for Super Valiant. This time, though, Michael goes for the peek here, but can't seem to connect just yet. He's going to fall back, play this one a little bit safer, but SetToDestroy, they have room to play with here. They're up 5-1, a pretty impressive scoreline, and Famous gets the opener. 18 goes down. Anka going to be spotted, though, as he trades off onto Famous. Michael still trying to work his way into the B lockers area with Rek here, but Rek, he's been a monster on these early round frags along with Superman so far. Things just looking great for this team. Counter nades are going to come in, though. Rek and Michael still sort of trapped here over towards lockers, but they don't want to commit just yet. They're looking for that secondary entry frag before they go in for the execution. But so far, SetToDestroy position themselves quite nicely to try and hold on to the lead here. They've already guaranteed themselves the half, and now it's just a matter of how much they're going to win it by. SV, though, desperately in need of some rounds to make this one a much closer half, but SetToDestroy in a golden position here as they work to challenge Dabaqu, who hasn't had any luck so far, but this time he steps up big time, gets the double kill. Aaron finally comes in for the trade, and now it's going to be a 2-on-3 situation. Rek, the only one with really good HP to work with here in this situation. Aaron already very low. The 2-on-3 Rek, though, he's done some incredible things so far, but now would be an insane moment to bring out a big play and keep this lead even further in favor of SetToDestroy. Rek trying to sneak his way up lobby here. They have to be careful. N9, he's still going to be in a close rotation position here, but so far they haven't been spotted just yet. They're going to be playing for the peak here, though. Emzen finds one, and it's going to be both going down in his hands here. A nice two-piece to close this one out. And finally, we see SV with an answer back.
Yeah, I never seen SV like do so many mistakes. I've just never seen this happen before. Yeah, 5-2 now for SV. Maybe, I mean, Michael just danced over towards that B bomb side, and somehow Famous managed to creep his way in and find a pick. Not something I would have expected from SV. Surely they always have someone in A top watching for the cross. And this time Rek attempts to do it, but he's gonna get shut down by 18. Emzen gonna find one on the orb as well. Anka taking out one for himself. Superman manages to answer back with one of his own, but it's not going to be enough. And finally now SV getting back into the groove of things, but it took 5 rounds.
Definitely not the situation we were expecting here, but if SV can turn this into a 5-4 half, they still have all the time in the world to recover this match, and this is where SetToDestroy still wants to end on a high note here and take this final round. I think if SV can put one up here, it's still going to risk this match falling away from them, even though they are going to be guaranteed the half at this point. But SV, this is their chance to make it a very close 5-4 half here and give themselves that confidence to try and carry through to a second half victory. SetToDestroy, though, we've seen phenomenal work in this first half from Rek and Superman. If they can keep that up, this could be enough to close it with a 6-3 half, but right now it is very, very slow play from SetToDestroy. They're almost hesitant to go for these early aggressive plays. Definitely big contrast to what we saw in the start of this matchup, but SV, they're still playing passive as ever here. This time, though, they've repositioned N9 on the bottom of that ramp, watching for the push out of vents. So they're not going to be doubling up for that lobby control anymore. Now they just have Emzen on the cross with 18 here, playing from cage. Superman, though, sneaks his way in, takes down Emzen, and that's exactly what they needed to start off this round, but it's not done just yet. 18 goes down as well, and Superman continuing to be an entry frag machine for his team. Aaron finds one. Dabaqu comes through for the trade on direct, but it's still a 4-on-2, and SetToDestroy closing in on a 6-3 half. N9 and Dabaqu, the last two alive, for a glimpse of hope at Super Valiant to hold on to this last round. 2-on-4 situation. Things looking great for SetToDestroy. The bomb's down. Michael spots one from rafters. Dabaqu goes down to Superman. Aaron seals the deal. And just like that, Danny, a 6-3 half will fall for SetToDestroy.
I'm in shock. Either SV are playing badly or you're ghosting or something. I've never thought I'd see the day SV gets 6-3. And look at Dabaqu. He looks so sad. Like, Dabaqu is just looking at his screen and just thinking, how did this happen? He had an abysmal first half, 0-6. His name is Dabaqu, coming from double kill. I think he only got 1 double kill this entire game. I don't know what to say.
I know exactly what to say here, Danny.
Can we get a check on you? Like, are you sure you're not ghosting here?
All I can say, NA is back. NA is back. They've already put up more rounds in one half than they did against SV in an entire map last year. This definitely
I will say, I don't know if we've had a camera shot of the audience, but there is not really much of an audience here at all for SV as there was earlier on. But anyway, guys, we're going to jump into the second half here now. STDx on the Global Rift side of things, 6-3, a score I never thought I'd say for SV here, losing 6-3 right now. And STDx may just possibly do the impossible. I want to say, I want to see some aggression here coming in from STDx. I saw 0 B-long aggression coming in from Super Valiant. They didn't decide to do anything fancy, like anything out of the blue at all. They just allowed themselves to get defeated. But let's see what they do now on the Blacklist side. Looks like they're creeping up 3 members upwards. Smokes are already down. Famous looks like he's holding over towards Cage and Elton at the same time. We got boosted up top Rec in the vents with that AWP. Famous holding close quarters on this Elton. Let's hope he doesn't fail his smoke like Emzin did. Will go down, and SV attempting to push up. Looks like Emzin will be the first one to go down. A nice double kill for X Famous, and he's gonna fall to Anka. Anka now looking to push in, but out comes Aaron and Michael as they both snag a kill each. Double Q, the only one left alive, will spot Aaron, gets the spray down. Fortunately survives on 73 HP as well. He has 1 minute and 5 seconds to dance around, but he's gonna get flanked by Rek, who was boosted up, and that is 7 rounds on the board for STDx. What do you make of this?
This is exactly what I was saying going into the match. Set to destroy, when they feel the confidence behind them, they become a whole new team.
I feel as though SV just don't have their 6th member, which is the audience.
Yeah, they definitely don't have the audience behind them, and that could be part of it here, but Set to Destroy, what they're doing has been demoralizing, but this time it will be N9 who starts off with a nice double kill, but Superman there to trade it right back immediately. Still a 3v4 advantage into SV's hands, but Set to Destroy, all they need is 3 before SV gets 7. And they'll be walking away with this victory. And remember, guys, it's a best of 1 in Famous. He's on the attack now, takes down Emzin, but he's still not done. Looks for more here. But he's going to have to fall back and reload. Makes the smart decision here, not getting overzealous on this peak. Aaron finds one. The round still could fall in their favor. Now down to a 2v2. Superman and Aaron looking to put that 8th round up on the board here, but it's not going to happen so far. It's looking like WQ may have done what they need to answer back for SV. 7-3 though the score. Aaron looking for a huge round here. 1v2. WQ and Anka here trying to make this one happen for SV, but Aaron, this is his chance to shine here and make it an unprecedented scoreline of 8-3-4. Set to destroy here. So far, things could not be better for these guys. 3 rounds away from victory. Could be 2 if the clutch comes through, but WQ, he's definitely come to life here in the second half so far. Definitely stepping up to the plate here to try and cancel any hopes for Set to Destroy. But right now, more than ever, SV has to hold on to this one. Aaron, if he could clutch this one, this would put them in an incredible position here. He is going to be spotted by WQ. Aaron goes in for the fight. WQ wants it though, and he's going to take it. That's 3 kills for him on the round. And that'll seal the deal on SV getting a much needed one to answer back here, Danny.
Yeah, and N9 just, I guess, found a floor in that wood. He just pushed up wood and managed to secure 2 kills for himself. And now this is what I was hoping to see come out from STDx, get that machine room control. I mean, it's a typical thing within North America and Europe to go ahead and get that. Famous though, pushing up wood, shows aggression on the other side. He's gonna find Anka. Not something you'd usually expect here coming in from a B-long push. Usually whenever a B-long push does happen, wood is generally opened, and I guess Famous has gone ahead and just locked that down. And it looks like now he's gonna get boosted up. Nice shot coming in from N9. N9 just always seems to be finding these flows now. Well, not always, but in these past 2 rounds, looks like he's managing to find these flows coming in from STDx. He's going to open one up from bottom A. Fails the smoke, unfortunately, but he's waiting on his teammates to go ahead and join him. I believe the bomb is with Emzin here, and it is going to get planted. That's fine for STDx. They can go ahead and play the retake. They have 18 on the stairs, and WQ all the way back there towards the spawn in spiral. Aaron looking to go ahead and punish for this kill, and he's going to get it. Putting things down in an even, oh, not an even, a 4-on-3 it looks like here for Team STDx. 24 seconds to go. They have plenty of time. 2 up top, Famous and Michael. And on the other side, we have Aaron and Rek looking to push in from behind. And 9 and 18, both gonna snag one each. Rek is there for the trade on times. Rek gonna find himself a 2-piece. And 9 gonna find Famous, leaving things down a 1-on-1. And 9 with only 3 HP, 8 seconds to go. And Rek is gonna clutch it. Does he have enough time to get the defusal? I think he does. He's waiting for the fist bump though. And yep, he has secured it. STDx, what is that, 8 rounds?
That's an 8th round on the board here,
I
Dan.
am mind blown right now. I need a Red
incredible
Bull after
performance.
this.
This is insane right now. 8-4 here, set to destroy, closing in on victory. Aaron trades off onto Daboku here. It's going to be Michael going down in the process. Still even numbers here, 4v4, but set to destroy, slowly but surely closing in on an incredible victory for themselves and potentially a win for Group A. And now here we have it. It is going to be a 3-on-4. Rek and Michael now down and out in this one. So SV looking to answer back here, set to destroy. Only 2 away from victory, but remember, SV, they still have a chance here. They're not a team you can sell short in any situation, but Aaron, beautiful shot from Raptors, finds one on the N9, and it's going to be a 3-on-3 here. So far, things looking pretty even across the board. Emzen, though, playing patiently in the vents. This could be a pretty crucial position for the remainder of the round. Aaron, though, still in a great position. Gets one, almost gets the double kill, but won't be able to make it happen. Famous and Superman, though, 2 very strong players to have alive in this clutch situation. The X-Carbon players trying to hold on here, but Superman is going to be left alone. Superman now going up against Emzen here in this battle for Cage, but it's going to be a 1v2 here. Anka still alive on the back of side, but Superman, if anyone could do it, Superman could, but no, it is not going to happen. Emzen starting to come to life here. A very shaky start for SV, but now
Emzen showing like no emotion whatsoever. Like he seems so focused. You know, I guess now it's finally hit him. You know, they're down so many rounds. It's 8-5 to Team STDx, and right now they are just playing their game. They are dictating the pace, and you know, it's almost, you know, like playing at home for them right now. I mean, 8-5 against SV. And SV are just not pulling out anything fancy. They're not putting out anything, you know, out of the ordinary. N9 though will get one towards that bottom side onto Superman, but Michael follows up with the 2-piece of his own. Left on 34 HP. STDx, you know, just throwing in that little bit of aggression here and there. Famous holding an awkward angle over towards Elton, but he's gonna push up here slightly just as he did before. It's a 4-on-3. Michael with about just below 50 HP. I think that's around about 45. SV looking to head over towards this A bomb site. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go, and see what happens. The smoke is gonna get thrown in. Double Q just holding for a push, waiting for someone to peek out. STDx looks like they've left A side completely open. Maybe they boosted one up into the vents, possibly Rek. I think this is, I'm not too sure, but nonetheless, if SV do plant the bomb, STDx, please do not go for the solo play. Play as a team and go for the retake. That's what they need to be looking for right now. They're going to go ahead and nade down. Michael going to get a nice shot. That's his 3rd kill of this round. Bomb going to get re-picked up here from 18, who needs to put it down sooner or later. 54 seconds to go. Famous is already on the flank. Emzen going to find Aaron. Famous, oh my lord! He missed so many shots. The pressure is on. Emzen gonna get another one for himself. Rek left in a 1-on-2 here. 40 seconds to go. He's looking to push straight down. Bomb gonna get planted. This is gonna be his window. He's gonna find one. Gets a dink in times in 2. Tags him once more. Rek looking to close it off, and he manages to get it. Putting STDx on match point. Match point. Kyle, are you hearing me?
It's insane
are
to see.
Are you hearing me right now?
But Rek, he's got to be the MVP of this match, hands down right now. Set to destroy, lead it 9-5. This is their chance. I said 10-8 for set to destroy, but they're even blowing away my expectations right now.
Are you pulling a David live on me?
This is their chance, though. The dethrone we talked about could happen just in the group stage. Already set to destroy in position to take this one. Match point on the table, 9-5. This is their chance to make a huge statement and really show everyone what North America is made of, and bounce back with a huge victory to keep themselves moving forward. Right now, though, the pace very slow. Super Valiant on the brink of destruction here. Very nervous. You can tell just by the way they're playing. They don't want to make any mistakes to give away that early round advantage over to Set to Destroy. But Set to Destroy, they have 5 match point opportunities here to take this match to a close. So a lot of great situations for them, but they still need to be careful. They can't get overzealous. They can't get too confident here. They still have to play methodically like they have been, but so far things have been going extremely well for them as they now sit 1 round away from taking this first place finish in Group A. So far, though, Super Valiant still very nervous on the execution, and it looks like they may go for a last-minute push into this B-bomb site. They're already getting in position 18, lurking outside the L-turn. Aaron, he's already caught on to the push. They're working their way in, but there's 2 players on rafters, and Aaron is in such a great position. Aaron and Rek, they're going to shut things down. 2 kills on the board. They're closing in on victory. 2 kills go on the board for Aaron. Emzen and 18, the only 2 left alive. It's a 4-on-2. Make it a 4-on-1. Famous takes down 18. Emzen left a 1v4 clutch, or it will be over, but Emzen, he's found 2 of his own, but Superman and Famous are still alive here. Famous looking for the flank here. He's not going to find it, though. Emzen, he takes the 1v4 down to a 1v1. Superman, it's close the match or bust here. Emzen looking for an incredible clutch to turn this one back around, but Superman on the brink of victory for his team. He'll get it! Set to destroy! They take them down 10-5. An incredible scoreline here, and that is going to be a huge statement for anyone who would have questioned them wrong here. 10-5, Danny. I have to say
What do I call them? I can't call them teammate rounds now. What do I call them?
You call them champions now, dethroning Super Valiant. They take down Xi'an. They're the first team through to the playoffs. Super Valiant, they're in the lower bracket now. I'm at a loss for words here, but what an incredible game.
Too. We can just cut it right here.
God. We are back, guys. A 10-5 victory for Set to Destroy, the first team to go through to the bracket stage here. And now SV, a chance they may not even make it out of their group here. An incredible performance that would be. But I don't think we've actually ever seen a grand champion go out in the next year's group stage. That would be an unprecedented thing to happen here in the Crossfire Stars Grand Finals. But
Remo Brave?
It is possible.
Oh, no, not Remo Brave. Black Dragon, sorry.
It is possible, yeah. Black Dragons, it is possible as well. But looking ahead, we still have 2 incredible games left. And this leaves me wondering what other upsets could happen here today, Danny. We saw the unthinkable happen, and now we have so many other good games coming forward.
I was talking with Maxime. For those of you who don't know Maxime, he's Chris